Welcome to Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. The Polar Express is on the way, folks. We're dealing with one cold front today. It's going to make today cold, chilly in many areas tomorrow, but a bit of a break. We're certainly going to be colder today in many areas, mainly along and east of the Continental Divide. If you're watching this and listening to this podcast on the western slope of Colorado or western areas of the Divide, you're not going to be nearly as cold today. But east of the Divide, it's a lot colder today, and there's more snow falling across southern Montana, northern Wyoming again, and into the northern and western mountains of Wyoming and southwest Montana and eastern Idaho. We have a little bit of a break tomorrow as the first cold front makes its way on through. Now, ahead of the next Arctic wave, we're going to get windy Saturday. Wind's going to pick up over southern Wyoming and northern Colorado during the day Saturday. And what that will do is actually make Saturday warmer. Saturday is going to warm up for some of you, especially along and south of I-80 and south into Colorado. There's going to be a brief warm up ahead of the Arctic front, and there's going to be a lot of wind. Then the Arctic Express comes in. Temperatures plunge, and we're going to be looking at temperatures just diving Saturday night into Sunday, both sides of the Continental Divide. Snow is likely. There's going to be big help coming to the Colorado fires. Boy, the Colorado fires just have been relentless, and certainly the wind today, tomorrow, and Saturday is going to continue to make those fires in Colorado grow, I'm afraid. But Saturday night, Sunday into Monday, the snow, in fact, the bullseye of the snow looks to be over some of the fire areas of Colorado and southern Wyoming with this storm. So I think there's big help coming there. Travel impacts are not just a good bet. They're likely. We're going to have poor travel on Interstate 80, I-70 in Colorado. The higher mountain passes will all be impacted by this storm. Travel weather will really deteriorate Saturday night and Sunday across the region. So let's show you how this all unfolds. This is today's cold front. You can see the penetration isn't terribly far south, but it's enough to bring in some really cold air and snow to this area again today. They get snowed on again. The hits just keep coming for those guys, and along and south of I-80, the cold air is not as deep. But the high is well established. We've got a low here off to the west helping to maintain this high pressure ridge. And this little wrinkle, boy, it doesn't look like much, does it? But this is the guy right here that's going to drag in the polar air as we work our way into the weekend. So this is today. By Saturday morning, that little kink becomes much bigger. And you're going to see a huge chunk right here, a really cold air forming, poised to come south. Here's the ridge building up, driving that cold air south. Really tight packing. You see the lines here, the black line so close? So this is a really strong jet stream wind trending southeast. That's why it's going to drag air both sides of the Continental Divide. That Arctic air gets into both sides. This is what temperatures look like Saturday morning underneath this. You see this right here? This is the air that's coming south, being brought in by that little wave. So you can see this is some really cold air. You got to remember, what I'm showing you here are temperatures relative to normal. So when you're 30 degrees below normal in Alaska and northern British Columbia in late October, that's cold. And then as we go on into Monday, we see this diving all the way into the desert southwest. The cold air gets dragged into the nation's midsection, and we continue to have the high off the west coast. Just a perfect setup for us to go into the fridge. Now, notice the lows way back here in Southern California kind of get stretched out between that and this area of low pressure here. Not so sure it's going to be this extreme. That may hold together, but see this right here? This stretching out of the low by late Sunday into Monday is going to have an impact on who gets the snow and who doesn't. A lot of times the modeling takes these lows too far south and west, so we'll keep an eye on that as hopefully tomorrow we'll have a little better focus on what this upper level low is going to do as we get into Sunday and Monday. But the screaming message here is it's the perfect setup to bring Arctic air into the central and western areas of the United States. And this is where we are relative to normal by Monday morning. And you can see just a huge swath of below normal temperatures, not only for the United States, but Canada. That is a very big, large swath of very cold air coming into the nation. This is what temperatures may look like Monday morning. So Monday morning, these are temperatures in Fahrenheit. Single digits across Colorado's Front Range, Colorado, Wyoming, western Nebraska, single digits to low teens. It may be colder than that. Look at this up here. These are sub-zero temperatures in northern Wyoming and Montana, back into the Bitterroot of Idaho, eastern Oregon even, western Idaho. Look at Boise. Look how cold it is here. And then look how far south those temperatures are. Las Vegas, down into the 30s and lower 40s. So the penetration of this cold air is pretty significant. This is what precipitation totals look like through next Thursday morning. Again, these are going to vary depending on where this upper level low sets up, like 5 inches of moisture in Arizona. That may be over exaggerated, but you can see this area up here continues to build a glacier. But this area right here could see significant snow. And this band right here could end up more south into Colorado or more north into Wyoming. We'll see what that looks like tomorrow. If you convert that to snow, that's where the snow areas are being forecasted right now. So you can see, look at the snow back into southwestern areas of Utah and into the mountains of northern Arizona, even into the Sierra Nevada. Let's hope that happens there to help out the California fire situation. So lots going on. We'll have more updates for you tomorrow. Have a good Thursday.